Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled, She's Mad That Men Don't Want to Spend on Her. Let's get right into it.
Hey, this is Raul of Please Act Right. Watch her disrespect an honest working man.
Hey, let me ask you a question. What's on your mind right now?
Huh?
What's on your mind right now?
No, I'm trying to, because this guy, he asked for two double whoppers.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's saying that, no, but who? But now he's switching it up. He getting upset with me.
That's what's on your mind right now?
Yeah.
It needs to be some money.
Clearly, that's what was on his mind. That's why he's working a job. Now let's say a little prayer for her, shall we? May every man that you're interested in that has a good income never give you the time of day.
Here's a problem with this though. Why would you go to a fast food restaurant, a place that you eat from, and make fun of the employees that serve you? This is just bad manners. Like, he's serving you and you're making fun of him, saying, oh yeah, you're broke, you ain't got no money. Well, you ain't got no health. You ain't got no goddamn sense. You're eating at a fast food restaurant, you're making fun of the people who service you? Yo, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
I have a serious question. Do straight men exist anymore? In 2025, like, I'm really asking, like, are y'all out there? What is going on? I'm constantly seeing content about men not being straight anymore.
Interesting, because all I see is content from straight men. Now, prove to us by showing us videos of content from gay men that's coming through your FYI page. You can't, because you're lying.
Like it's literally just non-existent. Like, it's given, like, women don't have a choice, but to be with a man that's either bi or DL, like, or just having a lavender relationship. Like, I need y'all to answer me. Do straight men exist anymore?
And here's how we know this woman is not worth a good man's time. A man married to a Dominican woman from his TikTok channel called The Traveler's Life responded. We got tired of hearing how much we weren't needed and decided to go where we were needed and wanted. Look how she responded. Okay, so y'all sleep with each other because that's where you're needed. Got it. Now, any halfway intelligent person will recognize that this man's profile pic has him and his wife in it. Yet still, this is how she responds. This just lets you know that she's lying through her teeth about...
You see, no, of course they gotta accuse us of being gay because they can figure out why they're single. Oh, why am I single? I'm so great. If you don't have a man choosing you, baby girl, you're not great. The fact that women are trying to figure out where did all the men go, if you need to look for a man, you're not a good woman. Every good woman gets snatched up. You want to know the easy way to know you're not a good woman? If you got no men knocking on your door. So many women their self-estimation is that I'm so valuable, That's your self-estimation. The market determines your value. I used to be a real estate agent. I'm still a licensed agent in New Jersey. It's not what you think your house is worth. It's what the market thinks your house is worth. But so many people go to the marketplace and say, all right, I'm going to put my house on the market. And they're going to put their price so high because they want to make a lot of money from the sale of their home. It doesn't work that way. And you know what happens in those cases? They don't have anybody showing interest. When you have a house on the market and nobody shows interest, we call that a stale listing. Modern women are stale listings. Nobody's showing any interest and they're blaming everyone else. They're blaming the dating apps. They say men are gay. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. And men, you don't got to buy this. But if you are struggling with women, check out my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. I always say this. Chances are you're not ugly. You just talk too much. You got to watch what you say around these women because they're ridiculous.
And only gay men coming through her social media feed. This is what they do when they can't get their way with a man. And here's another one proving that when they can't get their way, they have no problem showing the entire world how trifling they can be.
Niggas always talking about 50-50 this, 50-50 that. Just so we clear, if I'm paying 50-50 with a nigga, just know another nigga in my half.
If you like the videos that I make and you haven't done so already, take a moment and click that subscribe button and the notification bell and help me get to 100,000 subscribers. I'm almost there, so your stub will be greatly appreciated. And now for our featured video, the Disney fantasy from a Matrix black woman's perspective.
I've had way too many amazing men in my life for me to ever say, I don't need a man, forget these men. I don't think I would ever say that. But,
Remember, she said she knows way too many amazing men.
I will say, I think black women might be the new okay?
The mere fact that at your big age, you're still referring to black men as ninjas says a lot about your character.
Let me explain. One time, one of my girlfriends, very successful woman.
Now she's going to try to compare with an average earning man, which is more than likely what she qualifies for, to her high earning female friend's action.
She said, oh, Taylor, I want to take you out to dinner. And I was like, I bet. This woman sent an Uber Black to my house to pick me up.
A woman who's been knowing you for a while. Continue.
Took me out to dinner at the Austin Proper Hotel. If any of you guys are from the Austin, Texas area, you know Austin Proper has some of the best espresso martinis in the city, okay?
And how often do you take your female friends there and pay for those martinis for them?
Then you go up some stairs or you take their elevator, go up to their restaurant upstairs, eat, okay? That's what she did. She took me out to dinner at the restaurant up top. We ate the food, yum, 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 okay? Then she was like, oh, I'm not ready to end the night yet. We go back downstairs, get like tapas, appetizers, more espresso martinis.
So, did you even offer to pay for the second round of drinks, seeing that she paid for the Uber Black and your food at this expensive restaurant?
Her friend sounds a little bit suspect to me. Food and drinks. We know women don't just spend money and drinks on men or anybody for no reason. Either she pities you and realizes that you're a mess and you're never going to have a man, so she wants to be generous, or she wants that ass, okay? And this girl is clearly naive. She's like, oh, but she's just a good friend. She's a good friend. So many women have this idea that good friends just splurge on them and spoil them. Nonsense. Good people to women are people that just throw money at them, treat them like a child, right? Like their parent is, give them stuff and expect nothing in return. That's what women think. A good person is someone that gives me something and expects nothing in return. But women don't do this. Her friend is not spoiling her to dinner and drinks and not want anything in return. She didn't see that. I see that clear as day. She said she sent her a car. A Uber Black car. And now I got her food and drinks, and now more drinks and more tapas. Yeah, that girl wants some ass. You just don't know it, but that girl wants some ass.
But you didn't.
Okay? And then when the night's over, she sends me back home in another Uber Black.
So you got a free ride there and a free ride back in style. Okay.
Then has the nerve to text me and ask me, did I get home safely?
And when a man does it, he's being called too clingy or he's too nice.
I have never had a man do that.
Are you worth it to a man for him to do all of that? But wait, you can't answer that question. Only the men that you've dated can answer that question. By the way, why are you single looking for a man to give you this type of treatment? I think it's safe to say you're over 40 years old.
I had a man send, an Uber to pick me up, but like not for a date.
So they'll only send you a car to pick you up for a booty call, huh?
Okay? And I was like, I felt so special. Like.
So when was the last time you made a man feel special?
The fact that you're home, like black women are setting the standards too damn high. I'm like, damn, if my friends are treating me this well, what expectations could I have of a man? Okay?
I've known a lot of women that are one way with her female friends, but she's a totally different person when she's in a relationship with a man. In a relationship with a man, a lot of them become nothing more than a pain in a man's butt.
And I'm just like, damn, black women might really be the new like, they really got it going on. Like,
keep in mind, this is just one outing she's talking about.
They really do. Like, they have the money, they have the education, they got the cars, they got the houses. I'm just like, damn. And they're stunning, beautiful, like.
And they're all of that you just described. So the question is, why do you think they're all single?
The competition is fierce.
No, it's really not.
You start wondering, well, damn, if you can get so fulfilled in your friendships.
Then you need to go date your girlfriend then. Trust me. No.
That girl don't want to be your friend. You just don't realize that. She want to be your lover, get fulfilled in your friendships. This is how selfish this girl is. She will milk her friend for free food and drinks and just won't even have the single thought, what am I doing in return for this woman? Oh, I'm just going to, she's just being nice. She's just being kind. No, she wants something. Everybody wants something out the deal. Women don't have this idea. They think men are like their parents. That's why they call us daddy. But I'm not your daddy in that sense, right? I'm not your daddy in that sense. You see, women they expect to be chosen, right? They expect to be chosen. They just expect to be valuable to you from birth, right? Because as a child, the woman is valuable to their parents at birth, right? They're the chosen one, right? So they expect that same relationship with men to just choose them and value them and provide for them and want nothing in return, the same way their parents did. Now her friend is spoiling her, and I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with her friend, but clearly her friend wants some bow tie, okay? And she's like, oh, can we just replace our relationships with our friends? No, you can't. Your friend can't give you children. Clearly, you don't want to munch on your friend's box, but you probably need to. You need to start carpet munching. If you like this, oh, women are doing so great, they're doing so wonderful. This is like setting a higher standard for men. No, it's not. She's not a man. If she's not in, unless you call that a date. And if you're bisexual and you want to date men and women, then I guess I could see your point. But this is what your friend is doing for you. There's no way you're so stupid to believe that if your friend treats you out to a luxury expensive date, that men need to treat you out to a luxury expensive date. This is how women conflate their relationships. A man needs to treat me like my dad. A man needs to treat me like my friends. No. We have different standards for you. Okay? You are born valuable at birth, divinity at birth to your parents. You weren't born valuable to us. You got to earn it. And too many women, I need to understand this. I'm going to say this because I got a lot of women in my comments. I'm going to say this. Life will give you one or two things. What you settle for or what you fight for. Too many women think that they're going to settle for a good man. It doesn't work like that. You don't settle for a good man. You fight for a good man. You compete for a good man. You don't settle for a good job. You fight for a good job. You compete for a good job. All the men that you think are high value, they didn't just settle for the high value lifestyles. They fought for the high value lifestyles. The NBA, people like ballers, right? The NBA has what? At any given time, around 400, less than 500 players at a time, right? Very small population of the U.S. population. 500 out of 340 million people. Very small population. You think they just got there? They just strolled in? Oh, I'm an NBA player now. No, they fought to get their spot. So men and women, we both have to fight for what's valuable. But for men, the most valuable thing for us is our bodies, our mindset, and our fitness, and our finances. That is the most valuable thing for us. So for us, we're going to compete to earn money, to become in those high-value positions, to get that high-value job, to build a business that's competitive. We have to fight for that. Women, you have to fight for us. Yes. And this woman right here, she just expects to be 40 and a great man. I'm going to sit back and a good man is going to fall in my lap. Too many of y'all, and that's why y'all always ask the question, where are the good men? Because y'all expecting a good man to just fall on your lap. It don't work like that. Who sits around and thinks to themselves, we're all the good jobs? Hey man, we're all the good jobs. Who thinks like that? The good jobs are there. Do you qualify for them? Are you competing for them? That's the difference. We all know there's jobs that pay millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? We all know there's jobs that exist. Yeah. If you don't know that, let me refresh you. There's some jobs that their starting salary is $1.5 million. Here's the question though. Do you qualify for it? Are you confident enough to submit your booty ass resume to it? But too many women think that a man who makes $1.5 million should just fall on their lap. To just treat them the way their friends treat them. Again, women, you're going to get one or two things. What you settle for or what you fight for. There's a lot of single moms out here. You know why? I guarantee one thing for sure. They didn't fight for their baby daddy. They settled for their baby daddy. And now after they realize that, damn, I settled for him, they're mad, they're pissed, they get rid of him, and now they want to get a high value man, but they don't want to compete for him. Doesn't make any sense.
Men are going to be upset about it.
I'm just wondering. Do we need the men for everything? I don't know.
So she made this video based on one outing from one of her successful female friends to say that black men should do the same for a woman just because she is a woman. Just one outing. Well, here's my challenge to you, young lady. Start dating that woman and expect her to give you this treatment ongoing, and let's see what happens. You notice in this video, not one time did she say what she was doing in return for that woman who treated her to this one outing. She didn't even offer to pay for the second round of drinks. And I guarantee you, she's not going to do anything as far as reciprocation is concerned for that one night outing. Women like this, who are complaining about men not whining and dining them to a higher scale, have no business making videos like this. The only woman that should be making a video like this is a woman who has been married to a man for years and has been peaceful, respectful, and given value to that man's life. But he isn't giving her this treatment every now and then. That's the only woman that should be making a video like this. So all I heard in this video was simply this. She got picked up by an Uber Black for free, was taken to an expensive restaurant to eat and drink for free. Then she was given more food and more drinks and didn't even offer to pay for the second round of drinks. And then was driven back home in an Uber Black for free. In conclusion, this is yet another woman from the Matrix living in a Disney fantasy world in her mind, expecting men.
And it's, the weird part about this is what is ruining the dating market. Entitled modern women. I see it. I'm friends with girls like this. I know girls like this personally. And you know what ends up happening over time? They take their clothes off to get attention. They might not go to OnlyFans, but you're going to see them start posting in the bikinis on Instagram, walking around half-dressed, talking about, what a wonderful day it is today, and try to deflect from the fact that they're half nude and they're begging for attention, that they're thirst trapping online. That's where this girl's heading. That's where she's heading. And the sad part about it is that she's wasted her youth and her beauty for the stupid philosophy that women and men are equal and that men must chase women. This one stupid idea that women have, that men must chase women because women are the prize. That's a very general statement. But here's the reality. Here's what you're really saying. High value men must fight for average women. That's the thing that makes sense to them. High value men must fight for average women. She expects to have herself a rotation of high value men all competing for her average ass. But she didn't see herself as average. She sees herself as above average. Realistically, if she's over the age of 40, she's below average. Because when it comes to the sexual marketplace, men and women, they're not equal, right? By the age 30, their value starts to inverse, right? So men are at the bottom, women are at the top by the time they hit 30, right? So when we're in our younger ages, women have the highest value, men have low value. By the time we hit age 30, it starts to inverse. Their value starts to become low, our value starts to become high. Women don't see this. They don't account for this. Their thoughts are, you're 30, I'm 30. It's all the same thing. No, it's not. I'm not valued by my sexual reproductivity. I'm not. I'm not valued by my fertility. I'm not. I don't bring a womb to the marketplace. I don't. So stop looking at it. It's like the same thing. If we offer different things, of comparable value, that's one thing. But here's the reality. Mine grows in value over time. Yours loses value over time. Women expire like milk. And I know they hate this because it doesn't go along with the feminist propaganda indoctrination that they receive. It doesn't go along with it. It conflicts in their mind. So one day I hope women wake up and see this, that they were lied to, and they have to stop believing in a lie before it's too late. But chances are they won't. Most women, by the time they figure this out, they're going to be well in their 30s, and they're going to try to figure out, why is dating so horrible? I had a girl who I want to verify who she was on Hinge, right? Because we exchanged numbers. I said, all right, let's FaceTime to, so I can verify who you are. She's like, oh, I don't really feel comfortable with that. I don't know you. What do you mean you don't feel comfortable with that? And she's like, oh, well, I've never had to do that before. I'm not going to start doing it now because it's going to make dating online even more depressing. Right? And in my mind, I'm like, you know what? Disqualified. It's depressing. It's about to get even more depressing because I ain't going to deal with this. My requirement is I don't know your goofy ass. I met you online. I don't know if you're a catfish or not. I require you to verify yourself. And you tell me you're not going to do it. Oh, she's like, you wouldn't ask somebody on the street that to verify themselves. I'm like, because I met them. I've never met you. Of course. I didn't explain this to her, but in my mind, I'm like, dummy, duh. I wouldn't verify that. If I met a girl on the street, I could size her up. I could kind of judge what her BMI is, her weight is, just by looking at her. But you, through pictures, I don't know if you're even real. You could be a Nigerian scammer. I don't know. So this idea that, oh yeah, you wouldn't treat someone, like women think they're so smart. Think about what you're saying before you say it, but I'm not going to explain myself to her. I'm just going to ignore her. I'm just going to ghost her. Yeah. So that's what you get, women, for not complying and thinking that you control the marketplace and the marketplace has to do what you want it to do. You're going to get a rude awakening. No, it don't. It's depressing for a lot of women because they won't use their noggins. They won't listen to rationality. They're going to listen to the lie. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.